Hi YouTube, it's Katie with Rosebud's Travels, and we are back from our 2-month-long trip, which was marked by an incredible amount of wind and dust. And when that happens, the vent, the fantastic fan vent, which we use all the time, gets really nasty with dirt and grime and dust. So we're back, and so I'm cleaning it. Right now, what you're looking at is what's going on after I've taken out the fan, which is right here. I got the fan.
Yeah.
And the little screen cover. So I'm going to reassemble things, but first I'm going to finish cleaning. This is one of those wipes, cleaning wipe. Now what you need to know is that the cleaning wipe is the last step of trying to clean this area in here. Because of the dust accumulates, you want to use a dust cloth of some sort. I use one of these microfiber dust cloths to get the most of the crud out, because you really don't want to be using something wet with all the dust. All you'll do is make mud. And so I've got the fan out of the way, and I'm cleaning the inside of the plastic cover. Lewis, can you kind of go up in there?
Yeah.
So that you can still see there's a bit of grime.
All the plastic areas.
So I've already wiped it down. You'll notice I'm wearing gloves. I'm wearing gloves because I wasn't wearing gloves when I accidentally nicked myself on a little bit of sharp place of metal. So if you put on the gloves first, you won't have that problem that I just had. And let me just show you, even with my cleaning with the cloth earlier, you can see how dirty this is. And I still haven't gotten all the grime, but I have certainly managed to get a lot of it. So, and I'm just reaching up as high as I can. If you're shorter, you may not be able to reach this far. Get somebody taller to reach for you, or a little stool. Any rate, lots of grime. I think I'm going to go over it with one more little cleaning cloth to make sure I get as much as I can. Now, you know, we're outdoors in the great outdoors, so a little dust isn't going to hurt anybody. It's just that I don't do this all the time. So when I do, I want to make sure I've done a good job of it. All right, last little bit. Turning around so I can see inside.
Okay.
Okay, my next step is to put the fan back in position. I already took it down and cleaned it. I wish you could have seen it before I got started. What I did when I cleaned it was I took it into the house, into the kitchen, and I sprayed it down good with dish soap, and I wiped it off the best I could, and then dried it with a soft towel. So now it looks pretty clean. It's held in place by a permanently attached hub that has an Allen wrench in it. The size Allen screw in it. Sorry about that. The size Allen wrench I'm using is a 3/64. It's very tiny. So what I'm going to do is basically the reverse of the way I took it apart. It's a little stiff when you remove it, but that's okay. And you don't take the screw all the way out. The screw is right there, the little black dot.
And the shaft has a flat spot where the screw where it tightens too.
So let's see. I need to push it back up. There it is. So now I've got it in there. Let's see. And I'm going to take and I'm going to tighten the screw back in place. I did not move it far when I undid this. It didn't have to crank very far at all.
She just loosened it and slipped it off.
I did. I did that backwards, so.
No.
Nope, I need to tighten it.
Yeah, go to the right, clockwise.
I am directionally challenged, we'll just put it that way. But I eventually figure things out. And that's a nice, good, tight fit. It's on there snugly, not pushed up too high. So it's exactly in the right place.
Yep.
So, and like I said, that's a 3/64
Yep.
Allen wrench. All right, now here's the tricky part that a lot of people ask me about when I tell them they can take this down to clean it. I also took the ring with the screen on it into the house and gave it a good cleaning. Soapy water, a nice soft cloth, and made sure to clean as much as I could of the grime off of it. And it looks pretty good considering what it looked like a little bit ago. Now, if you look at the fan, you'll see that there's these little turnbuckles almost, and there's 4 of them. And if you look at the ring, you'll see that there's 4 places. So all you have to do when you take this down, let's see, I've got it. I need to turn one of them back. What I'm doing is I'm sliding this back into place. And now I can't get it back up the way I got it down. There we go. Get this one rotated around. You have to get them all out of the way. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now you'll see the little nubbins are in place. After I've got it held up, all I do is I take and I turn the little nubbin and it just catches on the edge of the ring, the plastic ring. They're a little stiff, so don't be afraid to push.
There you go.
That one is just not quite in place.
Oh, it's
I'll
not
get
quite
you
there.
to do that in a minute. Okay.
Yeah, that one's tight.
Okay, the other thing to know is I did not turn on the fan to open the
vent
cover because I didn't want anything moving. I just used the little screw.
Yeah, she manually opened it.
I manually opened it, and I'll manually close it now. So, if Lewis wants to pan over it, you can see that it looks nice and fresh and clean, and it will smell better, it will operate better.
And no more dust.
And no more dust. And especially if you're drawing air in, you want to make sure to get this clean periodically.
Go ahead and try it.
All right, let's turn her on.
There you go. Works great. So now we have a clean fan for the next trip. Thank you, Katie, very much.
You're welcome. See you down the road.
Yep, see you in the next video.